Okay.
I hit record several times and it didn't do anything. My camera's acting really, really weird lately, so very sorry about that. So hey guys, how are you doing today? I'm doing alright. I have a really, really weird sleeping schedule, staying up at weird times and sleeping at weird times. Like I took a nap from 7 till midnight, and now I'm up and it's 7:30 and ready to do things. So as you notice, this is going to be a day late, and that was because yesterday, because of all the ice and the snow, I wasn't sure whether or not we were going to lose power. So I held off on doing any type of video besides that vlog, and obviously during the vlog the power went out anyways, and the only reason that the vlog made it through it is because my laptop had battery power. So yeah. Alright, so this particular anime review is on Dangan Ronpa, and I know that I'm probably not saying that quite right, but like typically my policy is to just review the anime, not review any manga or games or anything that is attached to. But for this particular episode, I'm completely breaking rules on that. This is based on a game, and it's based on a really good game. I found out about this particular series again through Tumblr, and it became so popular. I was like, what is this about? So I watched it, and it ended up being kind of like a mystery thing, like all these kids who are the best of their whatever field, like super high school fortune teller, super high school fashion model, super high school detective, super high school martial artist, super high school, you know, otaku, you know, they're just the best in their field, and you work really hard so you can get into this really like exclusive school, you know, and only the best in their field to get to go to this school. So, you know, it shows with them all being at the school, not remembering anything besides walking in the door. And, you know, it's a mystery to figure out why they're trapped in the school, why they seem to be the only people around, you know, no teachers or anything, and the only thing that they have, like, contact with is something called Monokuma/Mono Bear, and, you know, you don't have any idea who's controlling him and stuff. And, you know, I gathered that from, like, just the first episode. First episode gets you to meet all of the students and get to see a little bit of their attitudes and stuff. And, yeah, the first 2 episodes to me were really good, but I saw the first 2 episodes before I saw a playthrough of the game. Once I expressed that I was starting to watch Dangan Ronpa, somebody was like, just please watch a walkthrough or a playthrough of the game, just please. And I was like, I don't know why they're so serious about this, but I will. So, like, since the episodes were coming out really slow and I was really impatient, I decided to go ahead and watch a playthrough. And I really loved it. The thing with that is it goes a lot slower, and of course it's a game, it's going to go a lot slower, but you really get to know each of the people a lot more. You get to choose who you're going to spend your time with. Like, you can build a bit of a bond with certain characters if you want. You get to explore the school a lot more. In the show, the pacing is just so rushed. Like, quickly there's no way to not spoil this, so I'm sorry. If you guys were like wanting to have me not spoil anything, from here on in, it's all spoiling. So, alright, basically, they find out in order to get out of here, the Monokuma thing wants them to kill each other and have the killer not get caught. And the last person that hasn't gotten caught will be the one that gets to leave the school. So it goes straight from killing to trial, because, you know, the other kids, like all the other students, get to figure out who did it. And if they guess right, that person gets executed. If they guess wrong, they all get executed and that person goes free. So your main character is Naeji. He's your super high school average student. Also later is called the super high school hope, because he's just got that optimistic attitude. Even if he considers himself average, he's just got a lot of hope. So basically you're controlling him, going around and getting to know all these other students and picking up clues and you know, solving who the killer is. You know, if you do it right within the trials, you'll be the one that's pointed towards who's the killer. And but during all that, you're getting to explore as each person is convicted. You get to explore more of the school. You know, you get to know the rooms, know the layouts, know the people. And this is the game, by the way, whenever I talk about this. The anime is not like that at all. Like I said, you go straight from killed to trial, killed to trial. Like, barely any exploration of the school, barely getting to know the people. So, you know, if you're flying through that so fast, how are you going to connect with any of these people as they're being killed? Like, why is it going to matter to you if they're going to die? Like, you don't have any connection to them. In the game, you really do build up that connection. And that's what's ridiculous. That's why I'm just so angry at this anime. Like, and not only that, on a level of art, you can tell it's rushed. Like, Shingeki no Kyojin / Attack on Titan and Dangan Ronpa, they were coming out around the same time. And, you know, they were coming out with an episode each week, both of them. And I would say, you know, my excuse was, oh, they have to come up with an episode each week. They're probably really rushed to animate it. Well, there's two problems with that. Number one, most things are animated in advance, way in advance. Number two, even if it was that way, Attack on Titan's team managed to make everything beautiful and flawless. Why did they have to rush Dangan Ronpa? The thing is that's so amazing about Dangan Ronpa is each of the characters are super unique, both in personality and how they look. Like, their looks are so, like, you know, each of the people, like, their looks suit their personalities so well. And whenever the art was just so bad that I couldn't take it in every single episode, it was just rough, because in the game it's so beautiful, and you know, it's not a lot of animation in the game, it's just illustrations, and they just look fantastic. I was really put out with it, because I ended up falling in love with that game so much that I wanted the anime to be good. And after I played the entire, or watched the entire game through, and then started watching the rest of the anime as it came out, I was disappointed. And I know this doesn't follow the structure of my normal anime reviews, but it's kind of hard because I go through story, characters, art, and, you know, just different plot parts and stuff. With the characters, I can't go through main characters because all of them are the main characters. All of them. Plot, the entire plot plays through the entire game. Like, I gave you the basic synopsis, but in order to explain it better, I have to go through it. Art, I explain the art. And I explain the pacing. The pacing is awful. It's way too fast. I don't think it would have hurt the animation team to put a couple of episodes in between where they're exploring the school, or hanging out together, doing stuff, you know, getting to know each other. You know, that kind of stuff, while it may seem fillerish, is sometimes useful, because it would help you connect with the characters, and you'd be sad that they died. You'd be sad that this kind of stuff is happening. But instead, it's just on top of each other, like things stacked on top of each other. Death, trial, death, trial, death, trial, just up until the end. And I'm not okay with that, so, well, I give the game a 9 out of 10, because I really liked everything about it, but, you know, it wasn't 100% perfect game. I'm sure they could have added stuff to it. Do I have suggestions? Not at the moment, but I tend to give things a 10 out of 10 too easily. I guess that's my biggest excuse. But the anime, both by itself and in adaptation, gets a 2. And the reason it gets a 2 is because I like the first 2 episodes, and that's it. The first 2 episodes are the only things that saved it. Because at least you got to see the characters a little bit, and the first 2 episodes gave you a good introduction of everything. Enough to get you interested in perhaps going to check the game out. So that's my rant/review of Dangan Ronpa. If you were thinking, wow, this is really, really cool, my recommendation is either watch a playthrough of the game or play the game and don't touch the anime, or watch the anime first without ever looking at the game, because if you watch them simultaneously, like together, especially if the game is first, you're not going to enjoy the anime. But I've heard that people who have watched the anime and not touched the game have loved it, so that's my recommendation. If you do watch the anime, watch it without looking at the game. Otherwise, my recommendation is either play the game or go watch a playthrough of the game. So, yeah. So, in general, yeah, I liked Dangan Ronpa. I liked it a lot. I just didn't like the anime version of it. And that's pretty much all I have to say, unless you want me to go super rant style, and I really don't think that's a good idea. So, alright. You guys have a good day, and I will talk to you again later, okay? See you later. Bye.